Hello, welcome back to another episode of Tony Climbs. This session is a lot easier climbs than normal. Just doing some up to oranges here. All new climbs though, so get ready for some exciting newness if you are just tuning in as a climber of this bouldering project. We got a couple new sets that I haven't really checked out from the last week or so. In the background here, you can actually see they're setting a mint or teal colored climb, which is supposed to be V11 plus. So that's kind of exciting. Don't look forward to that. I'm not going to be trying those anytime soon. Maybe for the novelty of trying it, but not actually thinking about completing them anytime soon. But this is green one, talking about my actual session here. This green one I think is pretty interesting. It's a STEMI problem, and here I kind of had to realize that I needed to get my foot up so I could just trust that right foot, step up into this hold here, and this hold, once you grab onto it, it's solid, and then get that left hand out, and then pull up to the top. I very much enjoyed that climb. And actually, I really enjoyed this purple climb as well. I think this is really, well done here. I started with the wrong foot on there, so just something to think about going forward. But moving that hand up the wall here, and then from here, I just kind of went up with a high foot and then stood all the way up and reached. I was able to grab it. Super solid. This purple one felt a little bit more difficult, but not significantly. It's more just kind of endurance at that point. So a little pop up to this hold here, which didn't feel great, but honestly felt pretty good. I do like those holds. And then nice little stand up here and reach around up to there. Now this orange one I thought this was a pretty solid orange climb. Not my favorite climb, but I'm happy that I was able to kind of work with these holds a little bit better, because normally these holds are really hard for me to grab onto, but I think I'm feeling a little more comfortable as a whole with these climbs or with these holds, so I was able to make it work. Very dusty back there though. Now this orange was definitely a significant step up from the previous orange climb here. I think this move was the hardest by far for myself. Really just kind of grabbing onto that. There's not a whole lot to grab onto there. Almost touched that black hold there, but I was able to kind of move around it and then get the feet up, high foot, and then top out there. Continuing with climbs that I found kind of difficult, this purple one here, I feel like I did it wrong, but I started off really just slammed that foot out, that left foot way out there, then really just trusted it, grabbed onto this rail here, and then this nice little kind of crimp I used there. And then from here, it was just kind of getting the feet up, working the feet over, stepping on the rail, and then putting my body up there, getting it done. Red climb, not a whole lot to say about this one. Pretty standard red, nice big holds, easy moves. Overall, solid. Get that right foot or that left foot up, and then just kind of step up there. Up next, a yellow climb. I just wanted to do kind of all of the newish easy climbs for myself. So this blue climb here, not blue, I'm sorry, this yellow climb here, just kind of working my way down this wall. Get that right foot up and finish the climb. Next, we have this green climb here. Now there was an orange climb, but I was trying to it looked more on the difficult side. I was kind of looking for a little bit chiller day. I was a little sore from working out yesterday, so I didn't really want to push myself too hard here, but I wanted to get a solid volume of session in here. Up next, this is like kind of the wall right next to the entrance to the mats. You can kind of see the ground right there. And this purple climb felt much easier than the green climb. Partially, I think it might be due to the fact that I am tall enough to reach this like crimp hold here, and standing up and putting my foot up there made it really easy. And then I was able to match onto that right there. But this green climb here kind of kicked my butt. I was able to stand up here, got the high foot, didn't really know what to do. I was really just grabbing onto that volume. It didn't feel terrible, but it didn't feel great either. Once again, I get my left hand on the volume, kind of to stabilize myself. Here, unfortunately, can't really see it, but I am trying to like move my feet over. And now this part genuinely felt like the hardest part. It's a big trusting. You can kind of see where I put my right foot there. I kind of just had to trust that I was able to shift my left foot onto it and then get my right foot up. But once I was able to do that, felt good. In the moment, definitely did not feel great. Even this red climb here, I think this red climb's super solid for a, like, it's a difficult red climb, but it's not difficult to the point where it feels impossible. I think it's a very good, if you're new to climbing, I think this is a nice climb to try. Up next, we have this green climb here, which I went into this kind of blind. I knew I had to reach around here, but didn't really know what I was going to do there, so I swung my feet around and I was happy to hit that. Once I was able to make it there, it felt pretty smooth sailing. Get that right foot up, left foot up as well, and then from here just kind of use these nice big holds to keep my feet going up the wall. After this green one though, there's the purple one right here, which I think this purple one is probably my favorite climb today. I really enjoyed this aspect of the climb here where you pull yourself up onto this and kind of use this as a layback. I got a high left hand, so I was able to reach out and around for this nice big juicy purple hold there, and then bump that right hand over, step through my feet. I completely missed these purple holds the first time I stuck my foot over there, which not a big deal. Able to stand up here, get that high foot, and boom, top out. Coming down to the last couple climbs here. Worked onto this red one here. I like this move where you kind of reach around the entire volume. There's a couple other ways to do it, but since my arms were long enough, I was happy enough to do that. Grab the top of the wall and pull yourself up. Up next is this purple climb, which, spoiler, is the only climb that I actually was not able to complete today. I swung my foot up here, and I was trying to like press myself up, and I'm trying to get my hand like, so I'm pushing up, but I just wasn't able to do it for some reason. And I now have a little scratch on my, like my forearm, which is okay. I'm not, you know, but the volume kind of hurt. But for the most part, it's all good. Finished off with this green climb because I didn't want to finish on a fail like that, but finishing off with this here, stepping up, get that high foot, and just trust it. So solid all the way through today. Wanted some easier climbs, but something that I could do a little bit higher volume and everything. And again, I was a little sore from workout yesterday, but overall, pretty solid session. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like and subscribe, and as always, keep on climbing.